U.S. military builds up in Middle East. Iran strikes deepen regional war. Trump considers direct action on Iran. Congress moves to block U.S. involvement. Welcome to Preppers News. News and current events from a prepper's perspective. This video uses a computer-generated voice because an injury has made my own voice hard to understand. This update follows our recent coverage of the Israel-Iran conflict. The situation has escalated fast, and now the United States may be preparing to get directly involved. That's a major shift, and one that could change the direction of the entire war. Let's take a closer look at what's happening and what might come next. The United States has been steadily increasing its military presence across the Middle East in response to the growing war between Israel and Iran. F-16, F-22, and F-35 fighter jets have been deployed to regional air bases, along with refueling tankers. Additionally, a second aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, is leaving the South China Sea to join the USS Carl Vinson in the Arabian Sea. Officially, this buildup is being described as defensive, a way to help protect U.S. troops already in the region and support Israel against incoming attacks. But the scale of the deployment is far more than what's needed for a purely defensive posture. American forces are now operating at heightened readiness in Iraq, Syria, Jordan, and Gulf states. While there are no confirmed plans to launch attacks from these positions, the movement signals that the U.S. is preparing for any number of scenarios, including direct combat with Iranian forces if the situation continues to spiral. According to reports from multiple outlets, President Trump is actively considering limited military strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. These would be targeted operations aimed at crippling Iran's ability to enrich uranium or build nuclear weapons. So far, no strike has been authorized, but anonymous officials have confirmed that the idea has been discussed at the highest levels. Some of the same sources suggest Israel may be pressuring the U.S. to act, or at least to give approval for Israel to carry out more aggressive strikes of its own. A direct American attack on Iranian soil would mark a major escalation. Even a limited strike could lead to a broader conflict, drawing in Iranian proxies across the region and threatening American bases and allies. Right now, the administration appears to be weighing the risks carefully, but just having the option on the table raises the stakes dramatically. As the possibility of U.S. military action against Iran becomes more real, lawmakers in Washington are moving to assert control. A group in Congress has proposed legislation to block President Trump from launching strikes on Iran without first getting congressional approval. This effort comes from both sides of the aisle and is rooted in concerns about the constitutional limits of presidential war powers. Many lawmakers argue that entering a new conflict, especially one with a country like Iran, should not happen without a full debate and a formal vote. While these proposals may not stop an emergency strike if the president claims it's necessary, they send a clear message. Many in Washington do not want to see America pulled into another Middle Eastern war. Whether the administration listens or decides to act unilaterally remains to be seen. The Israel-Iran war is no longer a regional issue. With American forces building up and military options on the table, the United States is edging closer to direct involvement. While no formal decision has been announced, the risk of escalation is real, and it's increasing by the day. Iran's allies are already active. Groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis have launched attacks in support of Tehran, and any U.S. strike could trigger a wave of retaliation across the region. American bases, ships, and personnel could become targets overnight. At the same time, the White House is under pressure both at home and abroad. Israel may want a stronger show of force. Congress wants to hold back, and the world is watching to see how far this will go. We'll continue monitoring developments. This conflict isn't just about two countries anymore. It has the potential to reshape global alliances and military strategy for years to come. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more news with the prepper's perspective. Thanks for watching. Stay alert and stay prepared.